Yes, as we focus on our third and final module, waking up, I want to say that there may have been a time in your life when you just woke up with energy and zest for life. You did not have to think about it, wonder if you would be able to make it to that early appointment on time, let alone need a strategy to move into your day. But if this is where you are today, I'm very sorry. But let's review some strategies, tools, and ideas that you may be, that hopefully you find helpful to waking and moving into your day with lots and lots of energy. So, allowing the morning light to shine into your bedroom. If you can set your blinds in such a way in your room that it's dark in the night, but in the morning it actually allows light to come in, that definitely would be helpful to waking. Investing in a wake-up light, you can do some research. There are several out there that gradually you set the time and gradually this light would come on and get brighter and brighter, almost like the sun, like a sunrise, getting brighter and brighter to gently wake you up into the day. So that's one strategy that you can try in terms of waking up, to allow the morning light to really come into that room and get onto your face, into your eyes, would be helpful. I would recommend, if you struggle with waking up, to definitely use a wake-up alarm. If you can set the time for waking after having good quality 8 hours of sleep, and then be able to wake up and have the alarm cue you that it's time to wake up, might be a very good solution to not being able to wake up. Some of us need to put that alarm away from the bed because we hit snooze forever and actually don't wake up, but didn't get any sleep either because we've been hitting snooze. And to do that, you need to be awake. And so I would put the alarm walking distance from the bed, and then when the alarm goes off, you know you've had 8 hours of sleep. You tell yourself that you've had 8 hours of sleep. You take off the alarm. Walk to the alarm means get off your bed, get out of your bed, go take off the alarm, and then maybe go straight towards the washroom and wash your face with some nice cold water. And that should definitely be a strategy that will be helpful to most of us in terms of waking up. Another strategy that some find really helpful is rubbing your hands together, like the tips of your fingers especially, rubbing those, and then putting the tips of your fingers on your eyelids and doing that several times. And so as you try to wake up, then waking up the brain as all the fingertips, all these nerve endings and the fingertips get nice and hot and get very much full of energy, can help you to wake up your brain by just resting those fingertips that you've rubbed together and doing that a few times and resting the fingertips on your eyelids, just nice and gently for a little while. It might be helpful to consider creating a pleasant morning routine, something that will excite you to get out of the bed, something that would make you think about it as you wake up and think, yes, I really feel like doing that, or talking to that person, or tasting that drink, eating that food, smelling that breakfast, whatever it is that would be a nice, pleasant morning routine for you. Create that, and then every morning as you wake up, you think about this pleasant way to start your day. And for some, this could really motivate us into our day. Taking the time at the start of the day too to reflect on your plans for the day. Reflect on things that you need to get today, but not just the hard, stressful, responsible thing that you need to do, but also the pleasant things that you need to do today that would actually excite you into your day, the leisure things that could make you want to go into the day. So reflect on those as well. And I would probably say reflect on those first, the pleasant plans that you have for this day. Another strategy would be what I call behavior mode. And so it's the concept of not thinking about doing something or waiting to feel to do it, but just doing it. So the example that I often use is I don't feel like going for a run, but I'm going to put on my running clothes, put on my shoes, grab my water bottle, put on my hat, open the door, and start going. So I'm doing what needs to be done and it will happen. Whereas sometimes we wait for the feeling to do it and then it doesn't happen. And so if we go to doing mode, instead of thinking about doing it or waiting to feel to do it, we just get into action mode is a strategy that could be really helpful in terms of waking, in that you don't feel like getting off the bed, but you put your feet off the bed and you throw the cover off the bed and you stand up and you start walking towards the kitchen or the washroom, etc. So behavior mode, try that and see if that might be a strategy that's useful to you. Some of us have really low energy in the morning for different reasons, and working with your energy level could be really helpful. Example would be a combination of yoga and qigong, which you can find on YouTube channel by Marissa. If you just go on to YouTube and you put Yu Chi with Marissa, a number of exercises will come up there that you can experiment with one. And then they're very simple and very short, sometimes 15, 20 minutes or less. And then waking and working with your energy in the morning or having that as part of your pleasant morning routine sometimes could be really helpful to some of us to just bring the energy up so that we can climb into our day and have that zest for life. Some of us are really sensitive to taste. And so even mint, like chewing on mint, having mint tea, using matcha tea as well. Some of us, just the mint from the toothpaste seem to really get the our being going. And mint has that sort of wake up sort of effect on some of us who are sensitive to taste and sense. So do try that and see how helpful it might be for you. And some of us try all of this and still there isn't much success on some days. And those are the days that I would say use your support. You have family, you have friends, you have roommates, housemates, and they don't struggle with waking up and they going to the same class as you, or it wouldn't be too much to ask them to give you a wake-up call, as we sometimes have done for us You know, sometimes if you stay in a hotel, you can have a wake-up call because you have that early morning flight. And so to use and to be interdependent with the people around us, the people who care about us and who want to support us, it might simply mean asking for that wake-up call some mornings or every morning, and having that support to get into your day. So try any of these, try all of these, and see how helpful it might be to just getting into your day. And now I want to walk you through a self-compassion exercise, a sort of exercise that will just help you to be with what is, whether you're struggling with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up. Sometimes just learning to be nice to ourselves could be really, really helpful. So I want to walk you through the self-compassion exercise that's based on the work of Kristen Neff and Chris Germer. And I want you not to focus too much on the screen at this point, and I just want you to follow my instructions as best as you can. So I want you to find a comfortable sitting or lying position, but try not to sleep at this time, as I want you to have this full experience so that you can take yourself here when needed. Occupy your body and notice that you're breathing. Bring your attention to your breath and breathe in to the count of 4, 3, 4. Hold for the count of 2, 1, 2. And then exhale to the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want you to continue breathing like this. Let's do it once again. I'll tell you what we're going to do and then you can do it. So you want to breathe in for the count of 4, hold the breath to the count of 2, and then exhale slowly through your mouth to the count of 6. So in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just continue breathing like this, eventually without counting. And just breathe in, hold the breath, exhale slowly through your mouth. And as you continue to breathe gently in this pattern, but not counting, incline towards your breath, slightly turning up the corners of your mouth, the very beginning of a smile as you greet your breath. Very slowly, feel how each breath nourishes you. Allow yourself to be internally caressed by your breath. Feel the gentle rocking sensations that the breath creates within you. You are being nourished, caressed, and rocked by each breath. So greet each breath with tenderness and compassion. Continue to breathe in and out deeply. If you feel safe to do so, you can close your eyes or have soft eyes, just slightly open. Now allow yourself to get in touch with the thoughts the emotions about not being able to sleep or to wake up. Allow yourself to get in touch with the thoughts and emotions, the longing for what you want your sleep to look like, and the resistance to what your sleep looks like now. Really feel what this feels like in your body. The thoughts and emotions connected to the longing for what you want your sleep to look like. Notice where you might feel it more in your body, where you feel it really strongly, and breathe. Come back to your breath now. In, hold, long exhale. And tell yourself, this is hard to bear, or acknowledge, I am suffering. This hurts. And just come back to the breathing. In, hold, out, long exhale. And allow the experience and your feelings to be exactly as they are. Whatever you think or feel about your struggles with sleep, just notice them. Now place your hands over your heart. Just one hand on top of the next on your heart area. Feel the warmth and presence of your own hand, and let this gesture of comfort stream into you. As you breathe in, hold, and exhale. Say to yourself, may I be kind to myself when I suffer, or may I give myself compassion when it hurts, or I care about me and I am here for me when it's too hard to bear, or anything that you would say to a best friend or a little child when they hurt. And I want you to return to the breathing in, hold, exhale, nice and long. Then I want you to breathe normally and just to witness the breath as it comes and goes. The in breath, the out breath, and even the little space in between, the in breath and the out breath. Just stay here. Just stay with the breath as it breathes you, noticing the in breath, the space between the two. As I count from 5 to 1, when we get to 1, we'll be at the end of this self-compassion exercise. But for now, I just want you to stay with your breath and notice it coming and going, ever so gently rocking you, caressing you. 5, 4, 3, And as you get ready to open your eyes and become alert again, 2, I want you to take the time to consider how your body feels and how this exercise may give you the internal or external environment to support your sleep or your struggles with sleep. As we get to 1. And I have some final considerations to just share with you before we wrap up. And I want to say, if you know or suspect that you may have a medical, mental health, or stressful condition that may be causing insomnia, please consider scheduling an appointment with me or one of the counselors, doctors, nurse practitioners on our team in this health and wellness so that we can support you. Or you have the option to consult with a naturopathic doctor on melatonin, ashwagandha, lutein, and other supports that can help the body to return to the natural rhythm of sleep and wake. Please do not rest until you find a solution for your sleep. Your life depends on it. Please do not give up on your sleep. Do feel free to send me. Thank you so much for being here today. And do feel free to send me any feedback directly at my email address on the screen. And take care of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to hopefully experiment with some of the ideas and strategies that I've shared with you today. Thank you.